probably about 1 minute early.
The video is approaching the red gates that many claim are actually people, in the photo with Abby in it. As you can see, it's merely a gate with a tree. Platform 1 is 47 feet from the start of the northwest end of the bridge. Platform 2 is 187 feet from the northwest end of the bridge. Shot 1. Platform 2 Divine is 42 feet 9 inches, approximately 36 feet to Libby's camera location and approximately 236 feet from the northwest end of the bridge. Approximately 97 feet further from the Vine is Platform 3, 333 feet from the northwest end of the bridge. Shot 2. Libby positions herself on Platform 3 and takes a picture of Abby. Abby is 13 feet 4 inches from the edge of the platform. The image is taken at 2:07 p.m. on February 13, 2017. Abby and Libby continue southeast. Platform 4 is approximately 474 feet from the northwest end of the bridge and 382 feet from the southeast end. Forked tree. These trees are what make up the forked tree in the background of the suspect image, as you will see later. The forked tree is approximately 567 feet from the northwest end of the bridge and 289 feet from the southeast end. Platform 5 is the platform behind the suspect in the video still. It's also approximately 625 feet from the northwest end of the bridge and 225 feet from the southeast end. When viewing the suspect image, there is an unusual bright spot on the side rail to the right of and behind the suspect's right calf. This will be shown later. Platform 6 is 70 feet from the end of the southeast end of the bridge, while the suspect is approximately 73 feet. Abby and Libby were off at the southeast end of the bridge when Libby shot video of the suspect. The suspect is heading towards them in the video stills. As you can see, the light area, as discussed earlier, is on side rail in both images. Platform 5 and the fork tree are behind the. Note that the stripes of the railroad ties on the underlying video match the suspect image as well. The suspect likely forced Libby and Abby down the hill at the southeast end of the bridge.
That's where the bridge is, coming down the hill, going across here.
That's Julie Bell.
Across here to the creek, that's my husband's head. And wow, I keep hearing that four-wheeler. Huh? You see it across there? That crime tape. Do you see the tape? See the yellow tape? Oh, it is very shallow here. So you can see on to all the way here to the actual creek. I just want to give people to show you. Again, like the guy had in the video. See that limb? That's an outstanding limb.
I was that guy.
And just to give you an idea, here is how shallow. You can see the rocks. So you can cross there. You can go over here and cross. So you're already in the middle. You cross there. You're already in the middle, and you don't have too much further to go. And God bless those girls. Found somewhere over there.
Yesterday somebody asked if it would be easy to get up that bank. You can see it's kind of, it starts getting lower and lower, so if you cross and kind of go over it in that area, you could easily get up there. Well, on the other, this is the side, so right now we're switched to the other side, but see how the bank, you could see it on the previous video that it's lower right here. It's not as steep as it is over there. So this is where that filming was just done. This is that tree she pointed at. Okay. I was going to say that I'm going to come back on at 6 tonight, if everything goes as planned, with Kelsey. And then what I'll probably do is make another, I don't know if I'll make a donation to the ballpark, but you know, something else in the name of the, you know, Abby and Libby. You know, some, I don't know if it would be like National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or the Charlie Project. Maybe I'll ask her. Alright, so we'll be back on at 6. And it's not going to be a small donation. Right? It's not going to be $25. We don't do that. Not that that's bad. Hey, explore life. You know what's even weirder is an idiot like you that didn't realize that this is the 4th year anniversary. Okay, and I don't cover it every week. You know, maybe once a month, maybe twice. Okay, because I cover tons and tons of other cases. You sound like one of those low life morons. You should put the explore low life in your name, not just explore life. You're an idiot. Okay, you're one of those people that ruins a decent day for. People wanting to remember, okay? Jesus. What a clown. Well, yeah, that's the whole point of the video. That's the point of the video, CC Schrader, is I timed it where there was a drive to the bridge that left and got there right at 1:37-ish. And even though the time that I have on my video was wrong, because I did it a long time ago, before we clarified all the time frame, but got there at 1:37, and I switched right over to walking the path, and there you go. there is the, the final clip. I actually think they should be using this one right here. See, when I hear it, the guy says, "Hey guys," like "Hey guys," but that really low sound. You can just barely just kind of goes, "Hey guys." It's not like "Hey guys," it's "Hey guys," and then "Get down the hill." It's like this G apostrophe. There's this little sound that you can hear in there, and that's what I always say. It just wouldn't make any sense to say "Guys, down the hill." I don't know. It's like leaving out stuff that, like, if he was walking by, I don't know if people just go "Guys." They say "Hey guy," I don't know if that's how it works, but hey, thanks Karen K. Wow, jeez, appreciate it. But anyways, we're gonna be back on at 6 o'clock tonight, and we're gonna have Kelsey on here. It's just gonna be freewheeling. I don't really have I'll probably have some stuff to talk about, but maybe we can talk to her, see what she's been doing, and maybe get some more insight on some of these shows that are coming up on TV. I guess tomorrow night there's one on HLN. Hopefully they get at least the drop-off point correct. What do you mean? How did he get in? He wasn't in the bridge. He was on it. No, he was just probably, I think he was just waiting there. He was hunting for somebody. Right? He was literally, when you ask, was he following them? I think he was following them. When they got to the bridge and he realized there was nobody in front of him, he probably followed from behind. Yeah. Slowly looking, waiting, making sure nobody was going to be coming from behind. And when the coast was clear, he followed them across the bridge, probably constantly looking back behind him. And then when he got to the very end, he realized there's nobody behind him, and he knew that there was nobody in front of him because he'd been watching the traffic all day. And then he walked by them first, said, "Hey guys," and look, I do sound, watch it. "Hey guys, down the hill." See? Get down the hill. Wow, whoa, great. Have you ever been checked out? Hey, well, believe it or not, they did turn me in. But I live over in Oregon. I don't live there. Oh, perfect, then. As far away as you can get. There's just so many psychos out there. I'm just trying to sound like him. Try to do it. You can do it yourself. Just listen to it and imitate it. Women might have a hard time doing it. But let's see. Yeah, so he walks by them. And then once he walked by him, probably glanced around one more time, turned around, pulled out a gun and said, and then he probably used the gun to point. He went, "Get down the hill." Kind of standing next to it, pointing at it with the gun. Then they probably went down it. Then he probably instructed them to keep it quiet. I mean, I hope if they have any other words that this guy said, regardless of how disturbing it might be, they need to release those words. At this point, you're 4 years in, they need to release the words. And if he said any other words, and no matter how disturbing, it might give somebody that one clue that they need. Okay, so for those of you wondering why I've covered this for 3 days, it's the 4th year anniversary coming up, and that's why we're covering it. If you are anybody that follows this channel on a regular basis, I cover hundreds and hundreds of cold cases a year around the country, and some in other countries too. Okay, so this isn't something like every single day I'm doing this. I'm doing it because I care about this case a lot. It's one that's more in my heart than some others, because I started covering it from the very beginning, and I know the family members, a lot of them, and I feel for them. All right, so I cover it, and now it's the 4th year anniversary, and I'm covering it again. So last year covered it maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 times throughout the year. And then the last 3 days I've done it because we're on the 4th year anniversary and there's still nobody arrested yet. So I hope it doesn't offend people that I'm actually covering it. And last year we donated $1,000 to the Abby and Libby Memorial Fund. If you can point to one of the other channels that cover this case regularly that did the same thing, let me know. Yeah, we did $1,000 and it was actually matched, so it was $2,000 that it represented. Yeah, so when everybody's bitching and complaining, we donate. All right? Why don't you go look at, see what the other channels are doing with the funds that they bring in. Let's see. Yeah. So anyways, I'm just playing this for a little bit. I was just going to play it for, how long have we been on here? For another maybe 17 minutes. Just to, you know, you never know who might be showing up that might see it. It's hard to say, but we'll definitely, later this evening, probably when Kelsey's on, donate money to a charity. Maybe not the ballpark fund. I'll even say, hey, let's try to pick one and then we'll do it on the air. Well, thanks. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, I mean, the thing is this video right here that I put together where you can see how he moves is 100 times better. And especially this one where I rotate it where he's vertical. It's absolutely, you can see how he moves. You know, like if I had a little bit better background photo, I could have done it a little bit better. It needed to be over to the left slightly more and slightly down, and then it would have been perfect on that shot that you're seeing. But it's right there, it's close. And you can actually see the way he sort of moves as a person. When you watch the one that they released, they kind of keep his head centered and his body, it doesn't show how he moves. So I'm kind of surprised that nobody's picked up on this, but that's sort of that's how it just kind of works, you know. Nobody, you know, I put something out, I show it to them, they go, wow, that's awesome, and it never makes it anywhere. It just sort of, they keep showing the same one over and over again, and it doesn't help. I think even the long one is good, because that's about how small he was on the video. Very small. Wow, thank you, Romeo. I don't know what that actual number is, but thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much, Romeo. Oh. Yeah, I just saw that. You know, pretty sweet, huh? So about 6 minutes ago was when that first photo was taken on the bridge. Yeah, look at. Can anybody explain to me why there might be people sitting in the background on this image? Okay, I get this every single time, and it blows my mind that people comment on that. So why do you think there's people sitting maybe in the background on this image right there? Go ahead. Somebody out there who thinks through it. Why there might be people in the background? I'm just waiting. Right. There you go. Because the image that's in the background wasn't the same video that he was in. It was taken a long time ago. I mean, a month after the event. Okay. It's just it's strange that you think. Can't you see that there's a little block moving around on the screen where I did the overlay? It's obviously not the video that he was in. So I'm always shocked when people keep asking about who the people are in the background when it really is absolutely meaningless. They just happen to be there at that point. Yeah, the square that you see on the screen there is what law enforcement released, but I'm stabilizing it based on the side rail, and you can see how perfectly that lines up, so that you can get a better feel for how he moves. Now, he might be sliding a little bit more than he should. I might actually try to redo some of that a little bit. But it lets you see how his body sways and whatnot. I just don't understand, though, but you can see right there, when you see the square on the screen, if you kept that square still, that is what law enforcement released. I didn't do that. Yeah, it's obvious that the video was placed on top of another still image, right? But I used that to stabilize it. Okay? Because you can tell by looking at it that that's not one video, so the people in the background would be irrelevant at that point. Yeah, well, here's the thing. You are a narcissist, 1.1, 1.0. Is because I've explained it 1,000 times on this show. And you can see right there that there's this. I want people to think through it. Okay? I get a lot of people who go, whoa, who are those people in the background? Wouldn't they have seen it? What happened? They should have been witnesses. And it really just slows everything down, So it's hard for me to be really like, well, listen, what I did was is I overlaid, because I've explained it literally 1,000 times, all right? So there's a certain point where you just kind of get a little frustrated with it. Just focus in on the way the guy is moving, and hopefully the right person can see this and the voice. He's got knock knees or arthritis we got up there. Oh boy. Here we go, everybody. Well, if it's your first time watching, why don't you pay attention for 5 minutes? Okay, go do something else. Okay, don't watch my channel. Okay, because you are a narcissist. You're one of those people that show up. You think everybody cares what you're saying, and you immediately bash somebody without even knowing a goddamn thing. All right, so go do something else. Okay, go watch one of the other lunatic channels who invent stuff for views. All right. Man, this is a day where we're supposed to be focused on this, not what you're talking about. Idiot. No, you don't. I'm the one that hides people on here. But I thanks Audra a bit. I'll do it if I need to. Hey, thanks Gwen. Appreciate it. I don't know who Trent is. Yeah, apparently after this, it starts filming the ground and things like that. You maybe see, sort of the movements of people, but it's kind of blurry. And then she puts her phone, everything goes dark, and then there's audio. So that's why there isn't a lot more video, because it's like right after that point, she kind of put it lower and it started filming like her pants and stuff like that. And it wasn't really, I haven't seen it, but this kind of how it was described to me. So there isn't really a lot more video of the person where you might recognize it. Yeah, that is a crap. I mean, that part does suck, John. That she tried to do what she thought would, you know, be proof if something did happen, and it didn't lead to capturing it. What this has done is it's made people think what's something you could do in the future that might deter the person. And what you could do is pretend that you were streaming live and hold it up and go, hey, yeah, we're streaming live here. Hey, and then make the guy think, oh shit, and he'll just walk right on by. Or something else, but you could kind of try to trick the person. Even if you're not doing that at the time. And that might be enough to give you a chance, okay? But these are things that we've thought about. I always hate when people go, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Like they're just so much smarter. It's like, why don't you think back when you were 13 or 14, if you're really scared, would you really be thinking of doing all those things? When there's this, it's just, cut people a break. Let's just figure out who the hell the killer is. And hopefully, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but I'm hoping law enforcement can figure it out. What needs to happen is the audio and the video, and if they have any more, needs to be released and played over and over and over all around the country. And somebody out there does know who that person is, obviously, because he was born on the planet and knows other people. All right, guys, that's going to be it. I'm gonna come back on tonight at 6 though with Kelsey, and hopefully, sometimes things don't work out, but that's what the plan is. And regardless, I'll come back on and just even if it's just to make the donation, okay? But that's what we'll be doing later. It'll be part of our monthly donation amount. All right, so we will see you guys later. Go back and you can watch. I did it as it happened, basically. I left the house at, I think it was 1:26. The car arrived at the bridge about 1:37. Ignore the time in the upper left. Then I played the walk from the parking area all the way across the bridge, and then we played the animation on the bridge, then we played the walk cycle over and over again. Okay, so hopefully that is enough information to, maybe somebody out there will know something. But it kind of explains, hopefully for people out there that are new to the case, they can see the flow, I call it, of the crime. I'll show you one last thing before I get off of here. All right, just so that everybody has all the information they need. You saw the whole flow of it, but I'll show you what it looked like from above really quick here, just a second. So this is Google Earth, and the bridge that you were the trail that they walked down was just like this. Then they crossed the bridge. The first photograph was taken right there. The second photograph was taken here, facing back that way, filming Abby. Then they continued on, just like the animation shows. They walked off to this end, and the suspect was a little bit past platform 6. Abby was still on the bridge. Libby was off the end of the bridge during that little sequence of video that we see. Then he takes them across from this side, so it's actually like this. This is the real orientation. It's the southeast side, but I like looking at it like that. Anyways, this is the southeast side. He has them go down the hill, and then that leads to a private drive. Then there's a second hill that leads down to the very low ground that the bridge is connected to. And then they walk this way. I always thought that he intended to bring them here. We don't know how they got over here or why. Did they run across to get away, or were they forced to cross? But there's this little shallow area right here, and I think it was like this and then around. I don't think there's this high bank right here. I think it's more likely, and you can see how it's shallow right there, and he took him right here, and there's like a tree here, maybe they were behind, something like that. And that's where they were killed. And then he left either by going out through maybe the cemetery out like this, and then maybe he cut back into the path. There's no way in hell he went back across the creek, then the bridge. So it's more likely that from here he either went like this or out through the cemetery and then cut back in at some point over here and got back on the trail. Sounds like law enforcement believes that his car was parked over here at the abandoned CPS building. So maybe he walked to the Freedom Bridge back on this path, and believe it or not, there's an actual path that goes straight from there to the CPS building where it used to be. And that's where his car was parked, and there's actually a surveillance camera on this building that faces right towards that, and hopefully that's why they know that there was a car parked right there, and they think that that was the car used by the killer. But so that's really basically the known information. Hopefully that made sense. So if you go back and watch the video, then watch that, you should know the whole flow of the crime, and that's it. There really isn't any other information out there. Okay? I mean, it's one of these cases we don't have any information that's legitimate of the crime scene. I'm not sure we even need to know that. What we need to know is information that can help identify who that person is on the bridge. Okay, it's really obvious that the person on the bridge is responsible because of the timing of the video and the audio. The police know it's him. Everybody says it, but you still got people out there. Well, how do we know? What do you mean? How do we know? It's the timing of it. They've seen the video. They know it. Okay, so just trust what they're saying there. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later on this evening. And should be interesting. And thank you guys very much for your generous support. Ivy Y, Smevens, Film Chick 63, Erica Plumoff upgraded their membership. Alley Cake. Thank you very much for the cat eye donation. Karen K, cat eye donation. Jennifer Hooper, Romeo's Heart, a cat eye donation, and Gwen. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And later this evening we'll be making a donation in honor of Abby and Libby to a charity of some sort. All right? I'm not sure which one at this point, but we'll be back on a little bit later. All right, everybody? So thank you very much. And as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. Now you got to watch my rap, because that's how I end it. All right, so here it goes. I think it works. One second. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, thug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Grayl's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've attempted to fucking check ya. I have no agenda. I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.